Hi everyone, I hope you're all keeping well. I thought I'm going to come live today and I wanted to talk about, 10 very common mistakes that people do when they are starting their rent to rent business. Because, there has to be a reason why some people, when they start their business, they thrive, they absolutely thrive in that business. And whereas some people, they start their rent to rent business and they make a right mess of it, and they think this strategy doesn't really work, and it just gives bad name to everybody, but for this strategy. But the truth is, actually, many of us, and in fact I could be guilty of it as well, many people, they do some mistakes, and these mistakes then lead to making right mess of the business. So I just wanted to talk about those 10 very common mistakes, and every day I'm just going to talk about one mistake only. So we will continue with this for 10 days. So today I just wanted to talk about one very, very common mistake, which is when you find a deal. I find that people don't spend enough time in doing their due diligence on a deal. So guys, never ever rush, because I think it's very, very important that you take your time and you do your due diligence properly on on that property. The more precise you are and the more time you spend in doing your due diligence, you're going to have a better result. You'll know exactly how much money you are going to make from that deal. So never ever guess your numbers. Always make sure that you do your due diligence properly. And never try and do your numbers in your head, because it doesn't really help. Doesn't matter how good you are with your numbers, because there is so much you need to really include, when you are doing your due diligence. So that's why, for example, when you are looking at the bills and you are working out council tax and things like that, you always really need to make sure that you do your numbers properly. Number one, I would say that you need to really make sure that you use a proper deal analyzer. Once you start using deal analyzer, okay, initially it may take your time, 5-10 minutes, but then you will get used to it and it takes less and less time. But it's always well worth using this deal analyzer, because by using that deal analyzer, you will not miss out anything. You will make sure that you're putting every single figure properly and accurately. And also on the other side, you can also work out how much your initial setup cost is going to be and how soon you are going to get that money back out. Because it's not only important for you to know how much money you are going to make each month, from that property, but also it's equally important that you work out how soon you are going to get your money back. If it's going to take forever for you to get your initial investment out, from that deal, then maybe you need to think twice, or maybe you need to go back to the landlord or go back to the agency and you need to negotiate the rent. So also when you are working out, your utility bills, never guess your numbers. It's always important that you go to certain websites and you look at the bills, and then you get the figures. So you put as precise figures as possible, and you should be including gas, electric, water rate, also council tax band, because difference between band A and band E or band F could be massive. So you really need to make sure that you take your time, you actually work out what council tax band that property falls under. Because when you're working out all the outgoings, that's going to be, that is massively going to have an impact, on how much money you will be spending on that property. Also, when you are doing the figures, if you are going to have a TV license, then make sure you include those figures. And if you are going to include communal cleaning, regular communal cleaning for that property, make sure that you check out what are the charges or what are the rates, you know, in the local area. So you include correct figures, you know, for your cleaning expenses, monthly expenses. And also make sure that you know that you have to include enough money for voids and also monthly management or repair, you know, just in case if there is any repair or any other, you know, expense. So make sure that you are allocating enough money or enough fund for that, so you have right figure in front of you when you're working out your you know, net profit each month from that property. You have the right figure, and on the basis of that, then you can work out that how soon you are going to get your money back out. Also, I mean, when you are working out how much money you will be actually spending on that property, you need to make sure that you don't just guess your numbers. If you're not very good with the refurb and you're not a handy person, make sure that you take somebody else with you. So try and get your figures as precise as possible, because it will help you to work out accurately that how much money you need to spend and how soon you are going to get your money back out from that deal. And then you can also see whether it's worth taking that deal or not. So it's really, really important that you take your time and do your due diligence on that property properly, because it's a big difference between making a loss from that property or making a profit. So never ever do your numbers in your head. Always write them down. Always use a deal analysis to do that. So this is a very, very big mistake that many people do, and then they start blaming the strategy and they say, oh, it doesn't really work, you know. So again, like I always say, if you are taking deal, if you're from your sourcer, you know, it's your responsibility that you do your figures properly, because it's at the end of the day, you are the one who's committing, you know, to pay a set amount to the landlord each month. So make sure that you take it seriously. And if you don't know how to do it, then make sure that you get yourself a mentor or get trained and then do it properly. So you only pick a right deal. Okay, so and if you need any help from me, if you want me to mentor you, then feel free to get in touch with me, because I will be working with you like your shadow, like I always say, you know. So feel free to reach out to me. But tomorrow I will be talking about mistake number 2, which many people do, and you know, you can easily avoid it. And I think every day I'm going to talk about these mistakes, very common mistakes. And by me discussing, hopefully when you are doing your first rent-to-rent deal, you can easily you know, miss them out and you can make success out of your business. Okay, so I'll talk to you in my next video tomorrow. Take care then. Bye bye.